As expected, strong resistance right at 280. Looking to get at least 2 closes over 280 by the end of the month to start an actual uptrend. Otherwise, it's off to sideways, trading in the $2 range. As for what could move SEALSQ out of this range, look out for potential catalysts during its annual general meeting on May 7th in Miami, where shareholders will vote on the re-election of 7 current board members for another 1-year term. During the meeting, there will be updates on financial and commercialization progress, as well as growth plans. Looking past May, SEALSQ outlined plans to launch its comprehensive quantum vertical stack in the third quarter of 2026. This initiative aims to create a fully integrated, end-to-end quantum ecosystem spanning secure semiconductor hardware, post-quantum cryptography, quantum computing, networking, and space-based infrastructure. Central to this vision is the, quote, Quantum Highway, a global platform embedding security and cryptographic identity directly into hardware to ensure trusted, sovereign operation across all connected systems. The architecture is built on a sovereign root of trust framework, ensuring control over hardware, cryptographic keys, lifecycle management, and network participation at a national or organizational level. The stack itself combines foundational security layers with operational capabilities such as distributed quantum computing and global quantum networking, supported by satellite-based infrastructure. As for Arbe Robotics, attention is all going to the $1 level because it received a notice from NASDAQ on April 13th for failing to meet the minimum $1 bid price requirement over 30 consecutive trading days. The notice doesn't immediately affect trading, and it has 180 days until October 12, 2026 to regain compliance. If needed, Arbe may qualify for an additional 180-day extension, potentially using measures such as a reverse stock split. It's also toughened up its product lineup with high-definition 4D imaging radar for off-highway industries like agriculture, mining, and construction. The technology is designed to perform reliably in harsh conditions, such as dust, fog, and low visibility, where traditional sensors struggle, providing accurate object detection, collision avoidance, and real-time awareness to support safer and more efficient autonomous operations, showing how radar can be used for physical AI in demanding environments, opening up another route to drive investor excitement and an attempt over $1. However, in the immediate future, it will be crucial to keep trading over 82 during the next 4 weeks to avoid the onset of a larger drop. In the area of quantum materials, Aeluma quickly renewed hopes of punching out of the shallow long-term descending channel and steeper variant in the medium term, mainly because it secured over $4 million in U.S. government contracts to advance its semiconductor platform for quantum technologies and high-speed data communications. The funding supports its commercialization strategy while strengthening partnerships with manufacturing collaborators, such as Tower Semiconductor and Sumitomo Chemical Advanced Technology. And in light of increasing demand across AI infrastructure, defense, and quantum markets, Illuma plans to scale wafer production. Its approach combines high-performance compound semiconductors with scalable silicon-based manufacturing. The contracts will accelerate development of quantum dot lasers and quantum nonlinear photonic materials. Quantum dot lasers offer advantages such as high power, low noise, and reliability, making them suitable for quantum systems and AI data center interconnects. Aeluma is also advancing aluminum gallium arsenide, AlGaAs materials for efficient photon generation and manipulation in quantum communication, computing, and sensing. These efforts involve scaling production on industry-standard silicon wafers and advancing integration with photonic circuits. However, in the short term, it will be vital for price to keep trading above 14 into the first half of May for a better shot at breaking above these channels for a solid attempt at entering the 20s into the second half of the year. If not, then filling in the gap up can accelerate a drop down to the major $10 boundary. Now down to Surf Air Mobility, which is trying to stave off sub-$1 prices. meaning it'll be crucial for price to start building on this early incline if it continues to struggle past the mid-140s into May. It would also be helpful if daily selling volume doesn't stay above 3.5 million for more than 2 days. Optimism around returning to $2 later in the year was helped since SRF announced it has completed implementation of a safety management system, SMS, for its Part 135 airline operations through Southern Airways Express, achieving compliance a year ahead of the Federal Aviation Administration mandate. The SMS establishes a structured, organization-wide approach to identifying hazards, managing risk, and monitoring safety performance, supporting both scheduled commuter services and charter operations. SRF views this early implementation as a key foundation for scaling operations and integrating future electric aircraft. In parallel, its charter division, SRF On Demand, earned the Argus Certified Charter Broker designation, placing it among a small group of certified global brokerages, and joined the Air Charter Safety Foundation to further strengthen safety practices. Also, while SRF is raising the safety bar during the expansion of its private aviation services, its SRF On Demand continues to grow through its brokerage platform and partner network, leading to expectations that it will be a major driver of revenue growth in 2026.